When you hear of the word cloud computing, what comes to your mind? Well, there was a time when people thought the term cloud computing was somehow related to the weather or something floating in the sky. In today's video, I'll be explaining the concept of cloud computing. Stick around and I promise I'll clear up the fog around this cloudy topic. So let's get started. Firstly, let's divide the term cloud computing into cloud and compute. The word cloud in cloud computing is a metaphor for the internet. Everything you use, like messaging apps, music and video streaming platforms, all have data that needs to be stored somewhere. That somewhere is really just a huge building packed with computers or servers clustered in a network. Compute, on the other hand, refers to physical computers and servers in these large buildings. These computers are basically made up of storage, processing, and network needed to run and manage applications. So, cloud computing is actually accessing these computing services remotely on the internet, following a pay-as-you-go model. This means instead of owning computing resources and the physical data centers, you can access and pay for them as a service whenever needed. Several companies called cloud providers own these large buildings housing the servers, and their purpose is to rent out these computers as a service. This is what cloud computing is all about. Let me give you a scenario using MP3 players. MP3 players were great because you could store all your favorite songs on it and listen to them whenever you wanted. But there were limitations. If you wanted to add a new song, you had to physically download them into your computer, then transfer them to an MP3 player using a cable. If your MP3 player broke or got lost, you'd lose all your music. With streaming platforms like Spotify, instead of storing all your songs on your physical MP3 player, you can access them from Spotify's huge collection of music stored on their servers. You can listen to any song you want, whenever you want, as long as you have an internet connection. If your device is broken or you lose it, your music is still intact because it's all safely stored in the cloud. Plus, you can easily add new songs to your playlist without having to download or transfer anything manually. So Spotify has a large building storing these music files, and all you have to do is to access them using the internet. The cloud works by providing three main components: compute, storage, and networking. Compute handles data processing and logic, offering various options like servers, containers, and serverless computing. Storage stores data, offering unlimited capacity, and options like file storage and databases. Networking includes the infrastructure and the system to operate a network of computing resources, with cloud providers having extensive physical networks linking their data centers globally. Cloud computing isn't a standalone technology. It's a system composed of three primary services: platform, software, and infrastructure. And this three varies in control and flexibility. So it's up to the user to decide what suits their needs. So let's talk about these three services. Software as a service, SaaS. Software as a service is when online applications take care of everything for you. With SaaS, the cloud provider hosts all the applications, so you don't need to install any software on your computer or manage any hardware. You just access and use the applications via the internet. The cloud provider handles the hardware, software, networking, operating system, and storage. An example of SaaS is Spotify, which allows you to play music directly. You don't need to install any complex software or manage any servers or have a CD and an MP3 player. Everything is managed and accessed directly through the web browser or an application. Second, platform as a service. PaaS is primarily used as a platform for software development. It allows the cloud provider to manage a portion of your business while having more control. In PaaS, the cloud provider does not only manage the hardware such as servers, storage, and networking. It also manages the operating system, middleware, and runtime. Developers are able to host their applications on the cloud without needing to worry about anything except the environment of the application. An example of a platform as a service is Heroku. Infrastructure as a service allows the cloud provider to handle the hardware part of the business. This is similar to managing physical servers in a data center, with responsibilities like network management, security, user management, operating systems, and apps. The key difference is that the service provider takes care of the physical hardware, while you handle the virtual component. The benefit of this model is that it allows for full automation. You can use configuration management tools to deploy thousands of servers in just a few minutes, all set up as exactly required. The major cloud providers today are Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, Google's Cloud Platform, Alibaba, and IBM. AWS is the largest, holding roughly one-third of the market share. So this concludes the video on cloud computing. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.